If you have disposed of any agricultural land in India, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Gagan Anand. My mission is to empower individuals and businesses with knowledge and service to help them achieve their financial goals. Today in this video, we'll talk about UK tax implication on the disposal of agricultural land in India. The topics we're gonna cover in this video are as follows. First, UK tax implications. Second, if funds not remitted to UK, still you have to pay a UK tax. What will the cost of the land if you have inherited the land from your sister rather than you have purchased outright? What are the UK tax implications if you have reinvested the proceed or gain in India itself to buy another land or another property? And lastly, what are the reliefs available in the UK to defer the gain or to defer the tax on the gain? Let's begin with number one, UK tax implication on disposal. If you have disposed any agricultural land in India and you are a UK tax resident, then you have to declare and pay tax into the UK tax return on the arising basis into the UK. And if you have suffered any tax in India, you will get a relief as a foreign tax credit relief into the UK as per the DTA. Second question, if funds not remitted to UK, still you have to pay a UK tax. Generally, a client asks me that, oh, I have disposed the land, but I have never brought the funds to the UK. Still, I need to declare it. The answer to this question is, if you are a UK tax resident and you are doing your tax affairs on a arising basis, then yes, you have to declare and pay tax in UK, and whatever tax you have paid in India, you will get a relief as per double taxation agreement into the UK. But if you are claiming a remittance basis, in that case, it depends on your domicile status. You have to pay a remittance based charge, and then you don't need to pay tax on the gains you made on the disposal in India. But in future, when you bring that funds into the UK, at that time you have to pay tax on that under remittance basis. Next question generally asked by the client is that what will be the cost of the land if I have inherited the land from my ancestor rather than purchase outright? Generally, the agricultural lands are passed on generation to generation. So people who are selling it, they have inherited from their father, from the parents, from the grandparents, or the great parents. So now the question arises, what will be the cost which we're gonna deduct against the sale proceed? So the cost will be the cost on the day you have inherited the land from your family. So now another question arises, how are you going to determine? So let's say you have inherited the land 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 10 years ago. How are you going to determine the cost at that time? So there are valuers in India who can give you a valuation, who can value your land and give you a valuation report and tell you what will be the value of the land at that time when you have inherited. So that's the one of the base you can use against the sale proceed to compute your gains. Another question is asked that what will the UK tax implication if you have reinvested the proceeds of gain in India? So generally a client says that, oh yes, I have sold a land, agricultural land, but I have reinvested the money into either they have bought another agricultural land, or they have bought another commercial piece of land, or they have bought a residential property, or any flat or any commercial property. If you reinvest the money, still you have to declare and pay tax into the UK. If you are filing a return under a rising basis, if it's remittance basis, then obviously you don't need to pay tax, and then you have to pay a remittance based charge depending on your domicile status. There is no as such reinvestment relief available into the UK for the proceeds you got in India from the disposal of the sale. Yes, there is only one relief available, which we're gonna talk about, which is relief available in the UK is the relief. So there is one relief available which will help you to defer the gain. So the relief is called EIS. So if you invest the gains on the disposal into the EIS Enterprise Investment Scheme qualifying shares, then you can defer the gain. So there are timelines for that relief. So the timeline is either you have invest into that invest the gain into that EIS qualifying shares 1 year prior to disposal or 3 years after the disposal. If you reinvest the proceed into those qualifying shares, then you can defer the gain. What that means is that when you sell those shares in sometime in future, at that time you have to pay a tax. So if you, let's say you sold agricultural land in tax year 22-23, and within 3 years whatever gain you reinvest into EIS shares, then in tax year 22-23 you don't need to pay any tax on the gains you made. Hope you like the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like my video and share with your friends and family who are in a similar situation or who have sold a land or those who are planning to sell a land. That might help them. Thank you for watching this video.